Dear listeners and viewers, now I will explain and critically analyze the subplot of the play Thughlaq. Subplot has been deliberately introduced by the playwright to make it beautiful and to attract the audience. You have come to know that Aziz and Azam are the main characters of the subplot. Here I will describe their characters and what important role they play in the drama. Though subplot has been created by Karnad, he has blended it with the main plot in a brilliant way. As told earlier, subplot has nowhere mentioned in the history. Yet, Girish Karnad has introduced it, and at last he has knitted main plot and subplot in a beautiful way. Azam and Aziz are not historical characters, but they have been introduced in the play with the popular dramatic conventions as the Akara and Makara of Natak performances, to which the theatre audience respond readily. According to U.R. Ananthamurti, they serve dramatic purpose of providing comic relief to the audiences in order to relieve their tensions due to scenes of horrors and death. However, Aziz has been presented as a shrewd politician who, when does not care for the death of a child, of a woman who recognizes him very well, although he impersonifies himself as Ghiyasuddin Abbasid, a descendant of the Khalifa of the Arab who has been called to purify the land by the Sultan. The woman is surprised when the Sultan kneels down before him. That is it is Aziz. Thus, Aziz is more dashing than Azam and grows into a crafty politician, as crafty as Thughlaq himself. Therefore, his story runs parallel to that of Thughlaq. On the stage, it has been shown how Aziz takes advantage of Muhammad's fair intentions, well-meaning, benevolent plans, secular steps, and liberal policies. First of all, Aziz disguises as a Brahmin Vishnu Prasad and files a case against the Sultan. The case is heard by Qazi-e-Mulk. Qazi-e-Mulk, it is often asked in net, and he wins the case and gets the land back. which was confiscated by the officials of the Sultan. He is also rewarded with 100 dinars and gets a job in civil service. This is just to show justice works in Muhammad's kingdom without any consideration of might or weaknesses, religion or creed. This certainly enhances the image of the great Sultan. When Tughlaq comes to know about the reality of Aziz, that he has disguised himself as a Brahmin, Aziz very cunningly kneels down before the Sultan and says, "What is your majesty? I am a dhobi, and when wheat comes to washing filth, no scent is a match for a dhobi." Aziz is pardoned, but his ambition is very high, and uncontrolled. Once again he disguises as Ghiyasuddin Abbasid, a descendant of Caliph, who has been called to pray to purify the land, after which the ban on prayer will be removed. Aziz very shrewdly gets him killed and disguises himself as the descendant, that is Ghiyasuddin Abbasid. The king also does not recognize him and kneels down before him. And ironically enough, as Ghiyasuddin is asked to lead the prayer for peace and prosperity of the kingdom. However, the Sultan comes to know everything about Aziz at last. That is, all his roles, still he asks him to lead the prayer. Aziz depicts the inner self of Muhammad. In fact, Karnad here reflects the tortured self of the Sultan. Symbolically, the chaos that is existing outside the fort depicts the chaos inside Muhammad the Sultan. The condition in Daulatabad is so grim that people do not want prayer. They starve and so want food. The external world is chaotic, and so is the world within Muhammad, restless, painful, and tormented. The fresh uprisings shatter his mind and body, both badly. Many a time he expresses his agony to Brani. He asks Brani, "Will my reign be nothing more than a tortured scream, which will state the right, the night, and melt away in the silence?" In a state of utter confusion and a spiritual chaos, he tries to do what he has undone. However, what is done cannot be undone. He orders to retrace his path to go back to Delhi, the original capital. He is so miserable that he cannot sleep, cannot pray. He is on the verge of madness. He realizes futility of all his actions. He knows people call him Mad Muhammad. He is now completely alienated from the rest of the world. His trusted ones have already died or left him. Even Brani takes permission to leave him, and Muhammad realizes the meaninglessness of his existence. Hence, here Karnad has attempted to give an existentialist touch of Albert Camus to the play, and it may be called as an existentialist play as well. Scene 13, which I have explained in the earlier critical analysis. Aziz is made an officer in Deccan with Amir Khusro, and the king goes to sleep, and the play comes to an end. Thus, the playwright has well blended the two plots, main plot and the subplot, so skillfully that the play becomes a well harmonized drama based on a well neat